War, markets, and lies. How 2 weeks became a global illusion. 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. That's all it took, not for a war to end, but for the entire world to lose its mind. Because when Trump said, maybe 2 weeks, global markets didn't just react, they celebrated. India's stock market jumped 2,000 points. Investors started behaving like war had already ended. Meanwhile, on the ground, bombs are still falling. People are still dying. Nothing changed. So the real question is, are we watching geopolitics or a giant global reality show? Let's break this down. A single statement, not a treaty, not a ceasefire, not even a confirmed plan, just a vague timeline, and boom, trillions of dollars start dancing. Who are these people reacting like this? Because let's be honest, your uncle isn't watching White House press conferences at 2 a.m. thinking, yes, Trump said 2 weeks, time to buy mid-cap stocks. No, this is big money, institutional money, the top 2% controlling 75% of the market. Translation, a few thousand people are deciding what millions of people feel. And here's where it gets wild. Markets go up when war might end. Markets go down when NATO might be abandoned. Markets react to statements more than reality. It's like the world economy is running on vibes. Imagine this in real life. Your boss says, maybe salary hike in 2 weeks. You don't get the money, but you start spending like you're rich. That's what's happening globally. But wait, it gets darker. What if this isn't chaos? What if this is strategy? Think about it. If Trump eventually pulls out of the war, it could look like a retreat, a failure. But if markets are already celebrating, then suddenly it's not a retreat. It's a bold market-approved strategic victory. Same action, different story. That's not politics. That's branding. Meanwhile, reality check, gas prices rising, flight fuel expensive, food getting costlier. In India, commercial gas cylinders jumped 310 in 1 month. But hey, markets are happy. So apparently, if the stock market smiles, your suffering doesn't matter. And it's not just India. In the US, reports say people are skipping meals because of rising costs. But leadership says $4 per liter, no problem. Yeah, no problem if you're not the one paying. Now zoom out. Leaders across the world are starting to panic. Australia says war might last longer. UK says impact will be deep. Europe is holding emergency meetings. Even allies are stepping back. Why? Because this war is no longer just about territory. It's about control of narrative. And here's the most dangerous part. The justification for this war keeps changing. First, it was nuclear threat. Then, it was regional security. Now, it's mission accomplished. But if the mission was already accomplished months ago, why is the war still happening? That's like finishing your exam and then continuing to write answers for 3 more hours. Either the exam wasn't finished or someone is pretending it was. And while all this confusion plays out, ordinary people are stuck in the middle. Jobs are disappearing. Engineers are getting laid off overnight. Prices are rising. But the headlines, market surge, stocks rally, investors optimistic. Optimistic about what? War ending or profits increasing? Because those are two very different things. Let's be honest, war today isn't just fought with weapons. It's fought with headlines, statements, and stock prices. A press conference can move markets more than a missile strike. That's insane. And here's the kicker. If a leader can influence markets this easily, then war itself becomes a financial tool. Start tension, markets fall. Hint peace, markets rise. Repeat. That's not leadership. That's playing the global economy like a DJ set. Drop tension, raise beats, control the crowd. But who pays the price? Not the investors, not the politicians. You do. Every time fuel prices go up, every time groceries get expensive, every time your salary stays the same, but your expenses don't. And yet, we are told, stay calm, stay united. Cool. But unity without accountability is just silence. Because at the end of the day, if war ends tomorrow, markets will celebrate. If war continues, markets will adjust. Either way, someone is making money. So next time you see headlines like market surge amid hope, ask yourself, hope for whom? Because hope doesn't pay your bills. And that's the game. Not just war, not just politics, but perception. Control the story and you control the outcome. 2 weeks. That's all it took to prove that in today's world, Reality doesn't move markets, narratives do. And until that changes, we are not watching history, we are watching a script. And trust me, we are not the ones writing it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching.